ownership of the company is in terms of stocks. So it is important to understand stock valuation. So we own a business or a company in terms of shares. There are two types of shareholders. We have what we call a preference shares holder and a common stock holder. Shares have a return called a dividend. Now, these dividends are paid as follows. Dividends for the preferred shareholders is paid as priority because they're called preferential shareholders, preferred. So these are paid a fixed amount of dividend. They're speculative investors. So the value of preferred stock is given by dividend paid over the discount rate. These ones, what are the characteristics of preferred shareholders? Again, from whatever you studied, what's the difference between preferred shareholders and stockholders? Anyone? Between preferred shareholders and ordinary shareholders? From whatever you've read. Who are preferred shareholders? And who are ordinary shareholders? Shareholders and who are common stockholders. Each one of them have a characteristic. Remember, there is both the theoretical part and we have the calculation part. Okay, maybe to take you through, we have preferred shareholders. These ones do not have any voting rights. They are part of a company with no voice for the future and are mainly speculative who are given a guaranteed fixed dividend in perpetuity. So I've given you the formula for the preferred shareholders. The difference mainly is that the preferred shareholders have no voting rights, whilst the common stock shareholders have rights. The preferred shareholders are given priority when it comes to declaring dividends, meaning they're paid before the common stockholders. So the common stockholders are the last in line to be paid when it comes to the dividends. So this means when there's a liquidation of a company, they're paid first. So there's an advantage and disadvantage of being a preferred shareholder. Of course, the different types of preferred shareholders are compatible. Preferred shares, which gives a provision to the shareholders to convert their shares into ordinary shares. Accumulating preferred shareholders who have a chance to claim a dividend in the year that the company did not perform better. You have the non-cumulative whose shares are lost in a year, a financial year that is bad. So when we come to common stockholders, equity formula is given by the value of common stock, CS, is given by D1 over K minus G. Okay, this is using Gordon's model. In perpetuity by D1 over P0 as growth. We're going to look at this. Any questions so far? Any questions? So we're going to look at a dividend that was paid now to be 100%. And we're told that the growth rate is 6%. Market rate is 16%. So using Gordon's model, value of common stock is equal to D0 1 plus growth over K minus G. So that we find D1. So D0 is 100. 1 plus growth, so 1.06 divided by 15%, 1.16. 6%, 0.06. So here we're going to have 106 over 1.0. So the value of stock here will be 1060. That is the value of stock using Gordon's model. So we could be given preferred stock. Say this is a preferred stock. It just paid a dividend of what? Or batch. Market rate of the preferred stock, or the required rate of return for the preferred stock is 10%. Find the value of the preferred stock. So value of preferred stock is simply the dividend paid over the required rate of return. So this is 12 fraction divided by 10%, 1.0. The value of preferred stock is 120. Okay. Times common stock, we're told that the following year will be paid in year one, they'll be paid 100%. The dividend at a growth rate of what? 5%. And the appropriate discount rate is 15%. But here, the D1 is already there. The formula for the common stock is simply D1 K minus G. So we're going to have 100% over 50%, 0.15 minus 5%, 0.05. We're going to have 100 over 10% of 0.10. So here we're going to get 1,000. But there are certain times when we have a multi-phase arrangement. We're told that common stock just paid 10 part is 0, 10 part. Find the dividend for the next 3 years if the growth rate is what? 8%. Okay. The value of stock now. So the time is 3 years. We want to find the dividends and the value. And we're given the market rate is what? Is maybe 10%. So we can use a number like 0, 1, 2, 3. We started with the 10 part. We get it to year from year 1, 10 quarter. It's growing year 2. We get year 2. Simply year 1 and the growth rate. And 1 plus G. 10 quarter. The growth rate is what? 8%. So 8% is 1.08. So the growth rate for year 2 will be 10.8 part. You put 10.8 part. Get for year 0, year 1, year 2 now. Get for year 2 is year what? Year 1. This one is 0. Year 1, 1 plus growth. So the answer we put here is what? 10.8 multiplied by what? 1.08. What are you getting? 1.08. What are you getting?
Sorry. What are we trying to calculate here?
We're trying to find the dividends for each of these years. Then find the present value, which is the stock for the first 3 years.
We are getting 11.7.
11.7. So this is year 2. Then find year 3. We're just multiplying times what? 1.08.
0.08.
What are you getting?
12.6. 6.
Good. So this is growing to these years. All right, using the dividend model. But if you want to calculate how much each of this one is today, you multiply by what is called the present values using the discount rate of 10%. So if our KD is 10%, okay, you multiply this one times 1 over R, 1 plus R to the power n. So this one will be multiplied by 1 over 10%, 1.10 to the power 1. This one multiplied times what? 1 over 1.10 to the power 2. This one multiplied by 1 over 1.10 to the power 3. So what are you getting?
The first one is to the power 1.
The power 1, yes, thank you. What are you getting? quickly. It took very long to do this. We have a lot of things to do.
So the first one will be 10.8.
No, times 1 over 1 point. This is the present value factor in short. I'm teaching you how to apply them the present value factors. It can be the same figure. Okay, you can use the tables anyway if you want. So 10 to be 0.909. The next one, 0.8264. And the third one will be 7513. Multiply them the present values. Multiply by 0.
Okay.
What? 90.
0.9091.
And this one was multiply by 0. What? 0.8264. And 0.7513. You multiply that.
11 point. Or multiplying or we are dividing?
We're multiplying times. So 10.8 times 0.909.
It's 9.81.
9.81. And the next one, 11.7 times 0.8264.
It's 9.66
9.6.
or 9.67.
And this one here,
9.466.
9.46. Multiply. We add all these three. What are you getting?
Getting 29.02.
902. So this is the value of stock for the first 3 years. So let's go through. What did we do? We're given a stock just declared now, 10 kwacha. So with the growth rate of 8%, we're just multiplying and 1.08 throughout, and 1.08 throughout. So here it grew to 10.8, it grew to 11.7, it grew to 12.6. Now, these values here are future values. We need to find the present value now and add them, find the value of stock today. So we checked, since the market rate is 10%, so 10% under year 1 was 0.909, year 2, 0.8264, year 3, 7513. When we multiply by each of these ones, we get the present value if we add them. So the value of stock is 29.02 for the first 3 years. Are you together?
Yes.
Now, part B, you obviously be told that now, suppose this growth rate has dropped from the initial 8% to what? To maybe 5. Remember, we had this table.
A number line. Yeah.
0, 1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3.
then 4. So it grew in stages. So initially 10, 10.8, 11.7, and 12.6. How did it go from 10 to 10.8? Multiplied by what?
By 1.08.
1.08. Then multiply by 1.08. What are you getting?
1.08. It's 11.11. 5.7. And 5.6. Oh, so 12.6.
Now listen carefully here. It's increasing because I'm multiplying by what?
1.1.
1.08 because it got 8%. Here times 1.08. Okay, but from year 4, year 3 to year 4, we're told that the growth rate will drop from 8% to what?
To 5%.
5%. So what does it mean?
So
If
we'll
I'm multiplying
multiply
by 1.08, what are you going to multiply by?
1.05.
Good, 1.05. So here what we get when we multiply by 1.05?
13.2.
13 point what?
2.
2. We already know that the value of stock phase 1 was what?
22.
20 what? 29.02.
29.02.
Okay. Now find the value of stock for the second phase. And this is why we use what? Gordon's method. Value of stock is what? D1
Over K minus G.
So this is our D1 here. So this is 13 point what?
0.4.
And our K was what? What is our market? Our K was what?
1.
10%, right?
10%.
10%. So here put to 0.10 minus the 5%.
0.5.
What do we get?
0.05.
What are we getting?
We're getting 20.
We're getting what?
We're getting 264.
264. Good. So since we're getting it here, it means the value of stock is for the previous year. Now, we're at year 3. If it was on year 5, it would have been at year 4. So the value of stock for Gordon is for the previous year. So meaning to get the value, the present value, we need to discount this one here. Times 1 over R at the far end. We're using this discount rate on the third year. What is our discount rate? 0. What?
0.751. 7513.
We're going to multiply this one times 0.7513. Find the value of stock for the second phase. So phase 1, we found this one. Value of stock phase 2, 5264 times 0.713. What are you getting?
198.3.
198.3. So when you add these two, we get now the total value of stock.
Which is 227.36. 7.36.
7.33.
6.
Okay. Now, please go to the exam question. Whatever I've done here, just remember. Okay? Whatever I've done here is not different from how the exam is set. I repeat, let's take it one step at a time. So we have a broker offers to sell some shares at Chilanga Cement. Common stock that paid to purchase yesterday. The dividend is expected to grow at 5% for the next 3 years. If you buy stock and you plan to hold it for 3 years and sell it, the appropriate discount rate is what? 12%. So the 2 is what? Our D what? Our D0, right? The 5 is our growth one, phase 1, right? 5% for the next 3 years. Isn't it? It's expected to grow the next 3 years. You hold it for what? For 3 years, and the appropriate discount rate is 12%. So KD is 12%. So question 1, 5 marks. Find the dividend you expect in the next 3 years. Calculate D1, D2, and D3. Even confirmed you that D0 is what? 2.0. So Betche, are you there?
I am.
I need you now to use a number line. So here our D0 is what? Right? Here 1,
Yes.
2, here 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. So the growth rate G1 is what? G1 is what?
Is 5%. 5%.
5%. So we multiply each of the years by what?
5%.
5%. So multiplying by 1 point what?
0.5.
5.
Times 1.05 and 1.05. Let's do that. Can we do that quickly? So what are you getting here?
2.1.
2.1.
0. Yeah.
2.205.
2.205. And here.
2.315.
2.315. Good. So this is for the what? You get your 5 marks. Anyone know so far? It given that the dividend payment 1 year from now, find the present value of the stream, calculate PV1 of D1, D2, D3, then sum. So we're looking at the what? Present value for the first phase, right? Yes. So we've been given the appropriate, the KD is what? You use the KD to find the present values. So our KD
Yes.
is 12%, right?
12%.
So KD is 12%. Multiply by the appropriate, you can even use a table here if you want, in the interest of time. So 4% under 1, we get 4%. So 0. What? 8929 for the first one. So 0.8929. The second one, 7972. You put here 79. And the last part would be 7118.
Sorry, I'm trying to calculate, but I'm not finding. I'm not finding those.
For this one here, for your one, it's 1 over 1.1.
R.
So 4%, 1 point to the power 1.
To power 1.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're using 12%, sorry.
1.1 to the power 2. 3. 1.13 to the power 3. So let's multiply each of these ones here. The first one, what are you getting? 2.1 times 0.8929.
We're getting 1.875.
1.875.
875.
Okay. Then the next one, 2.205 times 0.7972. What are you getting?
1.7578.
1.787. And here, 2.315 times 0.7119. What are you getting?
1.648.
1.648. Correct? And let's add all these to get the value of stock for the first phase. So value of stock phase 1. Let's add all these. Get what?
5.280.
Pardon?
5.28.
5.29. 2935. Okay. Are we moving together? Anyone lost so far?
We're together.
Together. Okay. So now we've been told you expect the price of the 3 years from now to be 3.73. Okay, that is for P3, you expect it to be 3.73. Discounted rate is 12%. What is the present value of this stock? In other words, calculate the present value of 34.73. And this was proper food and feeding. All right, so here we should have, for the given here, the present value as this here is what? 34.73. So 34.73. What do we do? We discount it. So we multiply this one times what? 0.711. What becomes the present value here?
Come again on that step.
So the examiner here has just given you a hint to say you expect the price of stock from now. Expect the price of stock 3 years from now to be 34.73.
Mhm.
That is, you expect P3 to be equal to 34.73 discounted at 12%. What is the present value if you expect? What is the present value of this expected future price of stock? In other words, calculate the present value of 34.73. We are just discounting this one here to the present value. 34.73.
Okay.
You're multiplying by 12. 12 to the power 3, which we found as 0.7119. So just multiply these two. What are you getting? So that 4.73 times 0.7119. We're going to get 24.72. Last question. You plan to buy the stock and hold it for 3 years, then sell it for 34.73. What is the most you pay for it? So I'm asking you for the value of stock in total. What is the value of stock? We add these two here. What are we getting?
Sorry.
Mhm.
I'm still on the previous one.
Mhm.
On the present value.
So here we've been given that as of year 3, the value of stock is 34.73. That is at P3. They are asking you to discount it at 12%. So in short, you are told that what is the value now? If at year 3, it is 34.73.
So we've got the future value, and then now we are trying to find the present
Yes,
value.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So value
So
at 34.73. That is the present value. If the rate is what? 4%. So present value is 1 plus R power time. So this is 34.73 over 1.12 to the power 3. Are you getting? It's 24.72. Is that clear?
yes, it is.
Then finally, you are being asked, what is the maximum you can hold this for? You plan to buy the stock and hold it for 3 years, then sell it for 34.73. What is the most you could pay for it today? So we're calculating the present value for both phase 1 and phase 2, value of stock. So in short, you're just asked to calculate the addition of these two. 5.29 plus
24.72.
So you get what?
30.12. 30.02.
02. This is the maximum you can pay for it. Now. Okay.